out wrecking. And of course, if we get a caution anytime in that point, it's where they're at the time of the caution.
And watch these hot tires. These two guys in front, they didn't stop. They could spin their tires. That could cause a big bottleneck too.
All right, they'll wave the green. Next time by the white, and then the checker. Here we go. Greg Biffle ahead of Casey Kane at the line. 2 laps to go.
There goes Harvick. 29 car drops to the bottom.
Gosh, there's no surprise, is there?
Tell you who's up on that outside and come up with a big head of steam is that 24 car. I've been watching him. That car's fast on a short run, particularly. There you go. Harv's going to get a good bump from the 9.
Come on, 9.
Yeah.
Outside.
Come on now.
Oh, there goes Biffle.
There you go.
All right.
Too much
Caution's
of a push.
out. Caution's out. So the race is over. Wherever they were at the time of caution.
Race is over, and they're all wrecking. This looks like Days of Thunder all over again.
And Kevin Harvick will become the 4th driver to win back-to-back Budweiser shootouts. A flat right rear tire to Greg Biffle may have set off that chain reaction collision entering turn number 3. Let's sort this out, Darrell. There's Biffle on the outside ahead of Jeff Gordon.
Getting a big push from Gordon right here. And, of course, Kane gave Harvick in the 29. I don't know if the Biff had a right rear down or if he just got lifted off the ground, because the 29 was all, I mean, the 24, Jeff Gordon was all up in the back of him getting in the corner. And I noticed when Biffle came to the pit road here, I didn't see the right rear tire like it was down. I think he thinks that's what happened, but I bet he changes his mind when he sees the replay.
It might be because it was completely off the ground.
Yeah,
like
see
I said.
you can see right there, it's not flat.
And look, he spins right up and in to his 2 Roush Fenway teammates, Matt Kenseth in the 17 and the 99 of Carl Edwards.
I don't reckon I can remember how many cars we've torn up here in the last couple of days. I mean, that's many cars in a couple of days down here.
See Mark Martin, a 5, 2 of the Roush Fenway cars.
Bobby Labonte, Kenny Schrader, Brian Newman all involved.
'16 car looked like a punching bag.
The action was all in the high lane, and Kevin Harvick scores a record 7th Budweiser shootout win for Richard Childress Racing.
I reckon he feels pretty good. What do you think?
I think he feels a lot better.
Those flu-like symptoms have become winning symptoms. 200,000 of them. We'll be right back. Kevin Harvick tonight led twice for 21 laps and made the winning pass with 2 laps to go. Last year he won the Budweiser shootout and went on to finish 2nd in the Daytona 500. After a smoky burnout and a spin through the grass, he heads for victory lane, where Steve Burns awaits.
Well, Mike Joy, this is one happy race team, and Kevin Harvick back-to-back Budweiser shootout wins. I know everybody says this race is just for fun, but what a great way to start this season.
Yeah, I mean, when you go through the year like we went through at RCR last year, and just everybody hanging in there, Shell, Pennzoil, Chevrolet, all the fans, everybody from Sprint, and just everything that makes this sport great. But I got to thank my team. They did a great job. Wrecked a car in practice. I was sick on Thursday. Didn't even get to sit a lap in this thing, and man, the thing was a rocket. And the best thing about it is it handled really well. So just got to thank everybody, Coca-Cola, SKF, Jimmy John's Champion, Sherwin-Williams, Reese's Realtree, everybody who helps make this thing go around.
All right, congratulations, Kevin.
Thank you.
Back upstairs.
First win with crew chief Gil Martin, Kevin Harvick the victor. Darrell, NASCAR said they were going to put bump drafting back in the driver's hands.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure what happened there, that maybe the 16 had a flat tire. I just liked what I saw tonight. A lot of great, exciting racing, and a sick little man won the race.
In more
a lot of
ways
great
than
action.
one.
I remember saying with five or six laps to go, there's still 15 cars can win this thing.
Yeah.
And there's no question there was. But what I like is some interesting stories that in that top five, the top five finishers. We talked about Kevin Harvick never turned a lap in that race car. It was a backup race car. Then you look at Jamie McMurray, his first run for Earnhardt Ganassi in a backup car, finishing third. Denny Hamlin finished fifth in a backup car. He never had turned a lap. In fact, Joe Gibbs Racing, through all the melee, they ended up with all three of those Toyotas in the top 7.
And I'd like to say that this was totally unpredictable, but, you know, I'm thinking a big crash on the last lap of the Bud Shootout.
And just think, next Sunday we'll have twice as far to go, more than twice as far in the Daytona 500.
And it was a bit of a nightmare for Jack Roush, who saw 3 of his cars taken out in one crash on the final lap. Let's go back downstairs. Dick Berggren.
Well, Casey Kane was unhappy when he didn't pit for tires toward the end. How about now with all that action happening behind you?
Yeah, it actually worked out great for us. We had a great Budweiser Ford the entire race, and I was having a blast out there. The racing was good. Side by side, there was a lot going on, and we were right there. Even on the restart there, Harvick got in front of me, and I was pushing him. I was right on the white line. So then I was like, man, the tires aren't too bad, and so I was happy. But the Roush Yates Ford is definitely an improvement. That's nice to have.
Congratulations. Chris?
Thanks, Dick. So 8 cars in that last wreck. And it actually, as we look at the unofficial results here, it took 3 drivers. Kevin Harvick had Clint Boyer and Jeff Burton help him out during the week when he was sick for them to win a 188-mile race.
All I can say right now is that's what happens when you got good teammates. Somebody like Jeff Burton getting into that final practice, kind of put the finishing touches on it, and he took full advantage of it right there. Got that 29 car up front and stayed there all day.
His last win was in this race last year. Kevin Harvick was 5th after the first segment, the 25 laps. He was 24th the year before. Somehow he said it was a rocket. He rode it into victory lane. But I talk about racing back to its roots. How about racing back to the wrecks? The excitement that we have in a week from tomorrow, the Daytona 500, with great speeds and great action. What do you take from what we've seen so far this weekend in this race?
Well, we're going to see, like Larry McReynolds was trying to say, 500 miles of this next Sunday. I think the fact that these guys can pull up, they can move the cars around, you can go from the back to the front, it's going to make for an exciting day. And everybody wants to lead the Daytona 500. Everybody wants to get their sponsors out front, kind of show their muscle. I think we're setting the stage right now for a great conclusion to Speed Weeks.
Mark Martin and Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the front row for the Great American Race. Didn't have a great night, but we should point out you have your Daytona 500 primary car, your backup car, and then you have your Budweiser Shootout car.
Yeah, you do. And all these guys brought these cars down here with the idea of what happened on that last lap. If it does, well, okay, you hate it, but you haul those pieces of junk back to your home shop, and you still got 2 good bullets down here. You got your primary Daytona car and a good backup.
All right, so Kevin Harvick, a former Daytona 500 winner, cashes in again here in the Budweiser Shootout, setting the stage for next week. And coming up, except on the West Coast, late local news, the Wanda Sykes program, Sit Down, Shut Up. Hammond says that to me every race.
Every day.
Every day, even when we're not working. And the Daytona 500 on Valentine's Day, right tomorrow, you enjoy the Super Bowl, and then the Super Bowl of racing of NASCAR, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, the hour-long pre-race show. We'll have Tim McGraw joining us. We'll talk to Jimmy Johnson, who's trying to go for maybe a 5th straight championship. We'll also talk to Dale Earnhardt Jr. wants to break in to victory lane.
Hey, take a look right here. How about the happiness right there you can see in victory lane? These guys and gals have been there before, but you can definitely see that it makes starting the 2010 season off with a big bang.
All right, so the drivers back in their hands, and the excitement meter has gone way up for the fans. Hope you enjoyed our coverage for qualifying and also for the Budweiser Shootout, as Kevin Harvick congratulating his crew. And a promotional consideration provided by these fine folks. Promotional by So for Jeff Hammond, Darrell Waltrip, Larry McReynolds, Mike Joy, Steve Burns, Matt Yoakum, Chris Devoda, and Dick Berggren, I'm Chris Myers, our entire production crew. Thanks for being a part of NASCAR on Fox. We'll see you next Sunday for the Daytona 500.